Hi, I'm Rob Boss. Welcome to another episode of The Joy of Prayer. Today we're going to do a beautiful landscape, and I'm going to tell you about some of the upcoming events that are happening at Parkway. We're going to flash the colors on the bottom of the screen so you know what's going on, but I'm just going to take a little alizarin crimson, tiny bit of sunshine yellow, and maybe just a touch of this beautiful sunny D orange. We're going to start with the sky, and I'm going to tell you guys about some of the things that are going on here at Parkway. We're going to do an Intro to Parkway class today following the service. If this is your first time coming, or maybe you've been here and you don't know much about our history, we would love to see you in that class. And don't worry about this. This will all clean up in the end. We'll get this pretty close. But let's take a little bit of the phthalo blue, little titanium white. Oh, it's beautiful right there. And we're going to do the upper sky here, and also some things that are coming up. Besides the Intro to Parkway class, which is going to be in the conference room after service, next Sunday, we're going to take a little bit of the phthalo blue, do a nice, beautiful pond down here, like something you might find in Alaska. And next Sunday, we're actually going to talk about Alaska, following the service in the conference room as well, a meeting about the upcoming missions trip. And if you've never been on a missions trip, this may be something that you want to look into and decide that, hey, maybe that's right for me. I think I've gotten my brush a little bit dirty, and here's the part you guys all love. I think it's time to beat the devil out of it. Dip it in the water and just... Speaking of beating the devil out of, we're having our March revival the 8th, 9th, and 10th next month with Reverend Steve Parker. And what we're going to do is we're going to, as I put some of these mountains in with this Van Dyke Brown, that's beautiful stuff right there. What we're going to do is we're going to have prayer meeting Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. to usher in this revival. And we just want to kiss the canvas here as we're putting in these mountains. And also with him and his church there at Salem, we're going to be combining for March the 16th to do a wild game dinner. And speaking of wild game, I think we need to take our brush here and take a little green, a little Van Dyke Brown, maybe a little ochre, and let's just paint a little forest in here. And I could just imagine some little critters jumping around in this forest. And I'm not against killing, but we're going to do a wild game dinner with them March the 16th. And they are still looking for some prizes to give away. And so if you would like to donate to that, that would be a big blessing on March the 16th. I'm also going to take the half-inch brush, and we're going to put a big giant tree in, and we'll mix together a couple colors here. But also in March, we're having our men's retreat up at the camp. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. We don't make any mistakes here, just happy little accidents. And here's a happy little tree, and he needs a friend. We're going to put a friend in. And so you want to invite your friends, men here, to the men's retreat. That is March the 22nd and 23rd. We're going to have a lot of fun here. And let's have some fun. Let's go ahead and have some fun. We're going to take the fan brush here, and we're going to get some green on that and just... Oh, yes, look at these beautiful trees. And if you want to see those trees in action, come out to that March 23rd, 22nd, 23rd men's retreat. Invite a friend. That should be a blessing. Also, some announcements for the youth that are coming up is our Thrive Youth Group is going to be going to see some bands play for Winter Jam down in Greensboro, North Carolina. And that is going to be on February the 23rd. And we're going to leave here to the church at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're probably not going to get back until 1 a.m. So it's going to be a long trip. And right now, all I'm doing is just putting in a little bit of borders around our lake. You don't want to have a lake with no borders. You definitely have that. And speaking of, going to camp, revivals, the outdoors, we're also going to have our Blue Ridge Holiness Camp this summer, July 7th through the 13th. And with that, we're going to have some fantastic speakers with Dr. James Keaton and with Greg McDonald. That's going to be a blessing. And all I'm doing right here to finish up is just gently brushing with the 2-inch brush across the canvas. That brings all the colors together, and look at that. We have a beautiful painting. We're so glad that you joined us this morning at Parkway House of Prayer. We hope you find a home here. God bless. Bye-bye.